Hey, streamers. You've made the world laugh, cry, cheer as one. Most importantly, you've made the world watch. And for that, we want to thank you. Today, we honor the ones who put in the work for the love of the game.
Cutting the feed in 5.
You casted aside your individualistic dreams and came together as one voice.
4.
We need more time. It has to be now. Get ready.
You trained them to mash that subscription button and to come back for more. Always more.
2.
They try to be you. They envy what you have.
1.
And to celebrate, we're releasing a limited time edition skin of what?
You don't know me, and I can't see you, but whoever you are, you need to hear this. This started off beautiful. We built something great, something that brought us together, a place to call home, to talk, to learn, to play, any respite from the world and its unforgiving storms. And then they came.
My face on the screen now!
They came with their plans, with their greed, with their hope. They told us that we were great, and they were right. They told us that we were worth something, and they were right. We are worth something. And it's that same big, beautiful truth that they used against us. They didn't inspire some huge cover-up, some grand conspiracy. They just simply whittled away at who we used to be. So I say it ends today. Boost this signal and then log off, shut down, touch grass. Don't forget that we did this before. We did this before, not them. We can build it again. Build it better. With autonomy, with creative freedom, with fair compensation. We choose where we put our time, where we put our love. The rebellion has a new name.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
A future where we forge our own path at our own pace, where we compensate ourselves fairly and protect each other from hate. They thought those things wouldn't matter, but they do. And we'll do it without them. Together. Today. Spread the word. From here, how far we go, who escapes with us, we control that outcome. It's up to us now. For the love of the game.
All right. Bam! Here we are, everybody. Live. First time ever using Restream. Yo, this stuff is wild. Like, this is something that I've been doing for, as the COO of Moonbeam, is literally listening to the community, and people are like, hey, have you tried this out? Have you tried that out? Is Moonbeam going to be integrated with this other kind of platform thing? And so my job is to take those comments seriously and literally try them out. And wild, I'm able to stream to like 5 platforms at once right now. And so this is like all about Moonbeam's ethos. So anyway, for everybody watching, hello, I'm Anthony Joyce-Rivera. I'm the COO of Moonbeam, a revolutionary live streaming platform that is right now on BackerKit. We are in the final 48 hours. And then after that, we are launching in quarter 4 of this year for our alpha and the beta. And that's what we have right now going on BackerKit, is the early access that you can get there, along with a lot of other cool stuff like getting a realm, getting Moonbeam Plus for life, and a ton of stuff. So I see we have a ton of viewers here today, about 124 across all the platforms I'm streaming to. And I'm going to dive into kind of like a little bit of the platform on Moonbeam for those of you who haven't seen. For those of you who have, we could chat. Yo, this is like the time to chat about stuff. So I'm going to put the chat up here on the screen again. Let's see here. Boom. All right. Yeah, here we go. We got some folks from the Cosmere RPG joining us. For those who don't know, that is right now taking off on Kickstarter, 5.4 million. I was the project lead for that last year. I left that project not because of anything other than I wanted to focus on Moonbeam full time. So that's it's really cool to see that the team has taken that project to success and beyond anything we all could have imagined. And now I'm focusing all on Moonbeam because I believe so much in this project. So yeah, why Moonbeam versus any other platform? Well, I am going to kind of jump into it. We're just going to jump into it. We're going to do it right here. Yeah, you'll be able to change your pledge through the, we're going to have, what is it? The backer kit has the pledge manager that comes out, and that'll be releasing after we end. So if you're a backer, you can go into the pledge manager and you could add add-ons or you could change things around. So you'll be able to do that. So I'm going to share my tab here. Let's go here. All right. So for those joining us, bam, this is, I'm going to try to maximize this here. Here we go. Boom. I'm going to hide the overlay of the chat for a second. So that way we can get a full screen look here. All right. Why Moonbeam versus any other platform? I'm going to put some music here too. Yo, cool stuff with Restream. First of all, look at how we're using all the tools streamers use, and we are learning off the bat like how to integrate and make things awesome. So number one, we're creators ourselves. We the thing about like Twitch and stuff like that, which they're great platforms, but they started off by like Justin TV, and the people that actually used them, they kind of left, and now it's kind of Amazon owned, right? So a lot of the people at the top aren't they don't really care about a lot of the new innovations that are out there, and because their platforms are older, they just can't restructure them. It's a big lift to restructure a platform. So why Moonbeam? Well, Moonbeam takes the best of a live streaming platform like Twitch, and then also the best of a community hub like Discord, and it combines them. All right. Just like I'm doing now through Restream, we can see the power of leveraging being multiple places at once, right? And what we realized was with live streaming, it doesn't matter what platform you're on, any live streaming platform, you only exist there for discoverability, for growth, for monetization, for getting subs and stuff like that. When you're live, when you're not live, you cannot grow. You cannot, interact with your community. You can't do any of that, right? Where do you do it at? Usually on a Discord server. So the problem with Discord, unfortunately, though, is they're not set up to be a live streaming platform. They're also not set up for monetization. Even back in the day, like Patreon was the platform that was monetizing Discord in a way by like allowing creators to have creator tiers where you'd subscribe to them on Patreon and then you get access to their Discord. Same thing for streaming, right? You could stream on Discord today to a limited number of people, but you can't get subscriptions. You can't do anything. There's no ad revenue. There's nothing. It's an ad-free platform. So Discord is not set up for people to make money, like creators to make a living. And then the other live streaming platforms, they're not set up for any engagement beyond the moment you're live. So Moonbeam is truly the first kind of live streaming platform of its kind. And as you can see here, it is powered by our awesome moderation system, Pixis. You'll see the sentiment analysis here. This is top of the line stuff. My co-founder and CEO, Pat Connery, he has invented this technology. It is proprietary. We're the first ones to have it, and it blows away any kind of like mod tool you can think of. And it allows people who are in these realms to establish for themselves the parameter of kind of what's allowed in here. They set their community's vibe, right? I'll go here to the mod settings. Boom, different categories. You can moderate lightly, heavily, not at all for some things. And then you could add, key static phrases here, just as a old time state kind of thing. And then people that run these realms, right? They can invite people in to stream. So like right here, we have 3 different creators. This is getting away from the false scarcity mindset. These 3 streamers here could also be streaming to every other platform. We want that. That's what I'm doing right now. We believe in streaming everywhere you can. We also have them stream into different realms. So we're breaking the false scarcity kind of concept and thinking, and we're reinventing it. We're redefining it. Yeah, Pixis does moderate community chat right here in your thing. And let's jump into this stream here. You'll see here we got Pixis as well. Yo, what's up? It's gonna pop up here in a second, and we'll have what the sentiment is. Casual, boom. So Pixis is also moderating in the actual live stream itself. And the creators here will be able to fine tune it further, right? So think of Pixis as having a baseline platform level moderation setting. Things that are illegal are not allowed. Hate speech, immoral things, right? Those very obvious things are not allowed. Then when you go into a realm, the realm owners will set the parameters of Pixis within that. So they'll all be very different. You might have some that, you have adult comedy, stand-up routines and things like that. So profanity, different things like that. You might have a church group or something that's meeting in here and they don't have profanity, right? You could have a school setting, an educational setting, things like that. So moderations can, be used many different ways on the spectrum within those parameters. And then in the chat of a stream, the streamer themselves can set up their mod team can set up their own settings to even further refine if they don't want certain things, right? So very modular, very creator friendly. I'm going to pop here let's see here. Like if this was a streamer, they'd have let's see here. They can go into their different realms that they have the ability to go into and broadcast. And then they can add their friends and the people working on it. So let's see, if I'm streaming right now, I would be like, yo, all right, I'm going to get 50%. I got to have my moderator because I can't handle that at scale, right? Boom. And then producer. Like the other day, we had Dan Munoz, great producer. He came in and saved our butt when we were doing the Ask Me Anything on live stream fail. And I could, bam, add him here, go live, boosh. And then anybody here is making money, right? Any kind of revenue this stream generates will go out this way to these folks, 100% of it, all right? That's what I think is, again, why Moonbeam versus another platform. Look at what we're doing. We're implementing things that benefit an entire group of creators that have never had a platform to call home where they can benefit. If you're a producer or you're a moderator or you're a back-end tech kind of person, not on the face of the stream, there is no platform right now that caters to you. You cannot make a living there. And so Moonbeam, we see everyone as equals, everyone in this ecosystem, the individuals running the realm who are building the community, keeping it safe, right? Curating it. We see them as very valuable and important. We see the streamers themselves, the face, the actors, the actresses as very important. Producers, back-end folks, audio, video techs, equally important, right? So this is a whole way of thinking of like video content creation, essentially like the digital Hollywood, if you will, where many different types of creator types can come together, collaborate, make money, and make awesome content. And so I believe like on Moonbeam, the best video content will actually come out of here, simply because we know teams of people make things better than individuals, right? I'm gonna take a look at chat. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, let's look at. I'm gonna show this. Let's see here. No. That's a good question. All right. Many creators feel forced to use terms like unalive on various platforms to self-censor. Will streamers on this? No. No, I would say that we would have. Pixis is going to be, I'm curious. I'm going to type something here. I'm just going to type what that is. Hey, I don't even know what this will do. Okay. Let's see. We're doing it live. I'm going to hide this now. 1 second. Let me pull that. All right. I just put, okay. Look at what I wrote here. Hey, unalive yourself, right? This realm has more restrictive moderation settings in place, right? It caught it. Now I'm a moderator and I have the super admin rights for this platform. So you can see right here where it says sending. That means that no one has seen this message anywhere. Okay. And the way it works mechanically is someone sends a message. it will be sent, but before anyone sees it, it has to be let through by Pixis, okay? And if it's not let through by Pixis and it's caught, it's going to be in our moderation queue. So I have it right here, right? Let's see here. Yeah. I'll answer the question about the live streamer in a second too. So yeah, boom. Okay, flag for hostile. I hover over it. Hey, unalive yourself. So yeah, so that caught it through chat. Now, if you think like vocally is, I think that's what you're getting at. Like vocally will Pixis do anything? So we're working on this. Pixis actually works through audio as well. It is understanding what I'm saying. Now we're like still doing a lot of stuff with the technology, but ideally when this is at full scale, yeah, it will understand audio. The reason why is not only for like live streams, but I'm going to dismiss this here. All right. But if you're doing like a VOD or something and you upload it, Pixis is going to like analyze all the audio. And so you can't tag something for like, oh, this is for kids. And then in the middle, you splice in a bunch of like profanity and crazy stuff, right? Pixis does understand that. For live, the cool thing is like for live, I know this is kind of like, we're not there yet, but like we could be there really soon with this technology. It could like bleep out words like on the spot, you know, like that for people that don't want to hear certain things, things that were not allowed. It would understand before it transmits and it could like bleep it out like you would on TV, right? So it's really cool to think about that. So yeah, for example, be like, hey, I want you to boop, you know, yourself. If I said on a live there, this technology could do that. And again, this is proprietary stuff. We are investing a lot of time into research so that Pat can build this cool stuff. But yeah, all that's possible. Let's see here. Let's see. Okay, type suicide or death. Let's see. I'm gonna type this. Let's see here. I'm gonna just refresh my page so this goes away. Let's see here. We could put some stuff in here. If you guys want me to put some stuff in chat, we could just see what happens live. So let's see here. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put, for me, this flags it. Alarming. See, this is the cool stuff about this technology, though, like that I'm excited about. I've thought about this before for self-harm. Sometimes there are like real people that are hurting online, and they'll come into a place and they'll say something like this, like, "Hey, I'm thinking about hurting myself." Right? I want us to take a step back and think about what can happen if with the current tools for moderation that are not like Pixis. Okay, it might just block those things. It might just like cut them out. Now, the real human thing about this, though, is what if that person really was having suicidal ideation kind of thoughts, right? Things like that. I'm from, a community where that is a big, important thing. I could see Pixis as being a way to, like, if it identified that and picked it up like here, alarming, it might provide maybe access to resources for this person, or like a hotline, or some kind of like message to help them, if you will. So this technology is derived to help people, especially in the mental health domain, to prevent cyberbullying, to prevent this kind of thing where if you are asking for help, maybe even that it wouldn't just be like gone in the ether. Maybe it would like actually come to help you and give some kind of flag for this person does legitimately need help. Because I would hate for like someone to be asking for help and then it's just like they get shut down, right? That's not cool. So yeah, let's see here. Each streamer, yeah. Again, the Pixis works with it works with whoever this. So we have realms, right? The realm owners are the ones that are setting up their moderation settings, and then streamers can come into there, and that'll be like their left and right limit. And then when they do their own stream in the realm, they can further refine it and take it and make it like more restrictive. Now, anyone can own a realm at full launch. Like right now in the alpha and the beta, we're prioritizing folks who back us to get them. But at full launch, anyone will be able to get a realm if you're a creator. So this isn't like a construct where you're going to be prevented from kind of doing the shows you want to do because a realm owner is preventing you. You just won't stream there, and you'll stream in a different realm. And again, because you could simulcast into multiple realms, there's going to be a lot of options for you, right? You're going to be able to find a community that really aligns with your values and with your stuff there. I'm going to delete this real quick, and then I'm going to refresh here. Again, I want to just get rid of that. Here we go. All right. So this is going to be a really cool platform because the different communities that we're going to have can coexist with each other. You'll have your respectable moderation settings that you want for your community there. And then, it's very consensual, right? Because when you enter a realm, it's like opening a door and going into an establishment, and you're going to get to hang out there. Let's see here. Would you be able to stream to other? Let's see. Let me see. Let's go through some of the comments. I'm going to overlay some of these. Boop, so we could see here. Okay. Oh, I like that. Yeah, automating responses with the numbers. All right. Alarming. That be saying that for me. So alarming. That's what Pixis is identifying as a sentiment of that message that I sent. And so that's what's showing to the moderator. And the blurred, so it was blurred out, right? So everything that's in our moderation queue is always blurred. So you'll see alarming and you'll see like insulting and you'll see the sentiment. It's always blurred out because we understand moderators and also creators may not be in a space to look at that. So you have to hover your mouse over the text for it to show. And so that's how that works. Yeah, exactly. Would we be able to stream to other platforms from Moonbeam? 100%. We want everyone to live stream all the time, everywhere you can, because we believe the difference between Moonbeam and other platforms is when you're not streaming, your community should live here with you. Also, you'll have a realm, so your friends could like live stream into your realm to your audience, right? To your community. People in your community who are also streamers, like they should be able to stream here as well. So it's really neat where it's taking the onus off of the streamer to be a perpetual streamer every day, all the time, which leads to burnout. It's not sustainable, and it becomes more collaborative. Streamers are not competing with each other. They're making content, and they're kind of providing that content to these big communities that exist. So that's a really neat thing we're doing here. All right. Let's see. Any other questions about this? Let's see. This one here. Is there a way for moderators to put a note as to why they took action so the streamer or other mods have clarity on why it was done? That's a cool thing. I like that. This is what's going to happen, right? So in alpha and beta right now in BackerKit, I should probably put the BackerKit site up. Hold on one second. Let me get the link and I'll put it in there. What am I doing? All right, here. Boom, boom, boom. We're doing alpha and beta, right? And everybody who's been a part of the Moonbeam community so far, they know what's up. We are engaging with you all the time. We're doing polls for what kind of features do you want? What's important to you? How do you see yourself using Moonbeam, right? And let me minimize this for a second so I can pop up here, and then I'm going to make myself bigger. Hello, everybody. This is going to be stuff for you to help us decide. If you provide these really cool ideas, we're going to take them and run with them. So our team, right, we have built this platform as you see it here. It is in pre-alpha. Live streaming is happening on it and everything to test the tech and everything. But we know we're not like arrogant. We know like our whole vibe is collaboration, and who better to collaborate with than an entire community of people who have been struggling on every live streaming platform, no matter what live streaming platform it is, right? The facts are clear. 99.9% of live streamers are not making above the minimum wage. 94% of live streamers have between 0 and 5 viewers. These numbers are indicative of a systemic problem in live streaming and not like the creators. This is not like the creators' problem, right? And that's why we took Moonbeam and we so methodically looked at it for the last 18 months to build the platform you're seeing today. And we're not stopping. This is like, again, pre-alpha, alpha's coming out. This is going to evolve, and it's going to involve with the community. And I think like the community has been almost screaming from the rooftops about the problem, and it's been ignored, right? Not here. That's why you see kind of all these cool features and everything like that. Let's see here. For accessibility, I'm looking to have like captions we've been looking at. Yep, to make sure that that's there. That's stuff we're looking at. Today, since I did Restream here, I'm actually going to try to like reach out to them, see if we can like do something. I really like the built-in, like I've used OBS. OBS works with Moonbeam. This is so simple for a streamer to come on, start streaming and getting into what they're doing, right? It's wonderful. So I think this is what I like. Let's see here. I'm going to go back to bank over here. All right. What else do we got to talk about? Oh, yeah. Money. Making money. Well, let's see here. I'm going to go into my thing. I'm going to go back to this tab right here. 1 second. I'm going to flip over. I'm going to replace it with the collection. Here we go. Boom. All right. All right. So as you can see on our backer kit, we are now over $120,000, right? This is our cross collab campaign. We're doing it with 5 of our first realms. So again, got Evil Hat, Project Dust On, Monty Cook Games, Gen Con TV, Panic Table. Panic Table's crushing it. They're doing Mothership stuff. They just are almost at 30K. It's impressive. I'm going to go here and go down, take a look at these. So if you're into Moonbeam, the idea is you back any one of these realms here, do one of these projects, and you are going to get early access to Moonbeam. Now, we have a lot of other things that are specific to Moonbeam in our category here, but I want to show you, like, from day one, we're thinking about our realm owners in a very different way than any other platform thinks about their kind of community. We decided to run the crowdfunding campaign with them to prove our thesis, right? Hey, we believe realms are the better construct for live streaming, and already the amount of money that they've raised exceeds the amount of money that a streamer would make in an entire year. It's like, come on, we're proving this. And we have the we've been lucky to raise money from our friends and family. So we have an initial investment from them, and then who believed in our idea, and then we did the crowdfunder to kind of like prove, hey, we think these ideas are cool. We think people want this stuff, but let's really find out. And we did, and we found out some really great stuff from the community this way. Let's see here. I want to go back over here to talk about moonstones. All right. Let me go back. Boom, 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 boom. 1 second. All right. All right. I'm going to make the screen big. Boom. I'll hide the overlay for a second. All right. Moonstones. How is Moonbeam going to be the first profitable live streaming platform ever? It's because we thought about it like for 18 months. Seriously, it's funny because as a tech startup, right, we're coming out, the like culture of tech platforms, as we all know, it's like, hey, don't worry, don't think about money and how you make like actual like a business model. Grow, get a bunch of people, and then we're gonna do the switcheroo when we got everybody. We're gonna now it costs a lot of money, and you're gonna get screwed over. We're not doing that. What we're doing is think of moonstones like Twitch bits. All right, it's something that you pay for, you buy packs of them, and Moonbeam gets its cut right there. Boom, that's it. We'll make our money when people buy moonstones. Okay. Now everything in Moonbeam is going to be done with moonstones, but this gets really cool. I'll tell you why. When you have your moonstones and you're walking around and you want to subscribe, first of all, the creators will set all of these numbers for themselves. So, and a moonstone is a penny. So like 500 moonstones would be $5. So as a realm, you could set your own subscription tiers. You could have multiple tiers. They could be 500 moonstones for one and 1,000 for the next, whatever. You're going to decide that. Tips will be done in moonstones, donations, and all that, right? Now, what's neat is when you give someone moonstones, they get 100% of the value, and they immediately get paid out by Moonbeam into their account, right? And then every 2 weeks they can withdraw it, no matter how much they've accumulated. $10, they get that. $1,000, they get that. So the way Moonstones work is, if I buy Moonstones, Moonbeam makes some money. And then when I give Moonstones to somebody, that person, they get 100% of what I gave them. So if I give them 500 Moonstones, they get a full $5. There's no other cut. There's no other fee. There's nothing. Now, that simple thing, right? That simple thing, the reason why most other places don't want to do that is they want to kind of obscure what's really happening. Okay, that's why creators don't get a lot, because they're going to obscure the fact that they're taking 50% or that they're taking 30% from the creator. They're going to put that onus on them. We're not doing that. Now, also, we're going to have a marketplace later on where you could sell stuff like merchandise. You know, if you're a tabletop creator, you can sell your book, things like that. Because we have Moonstones now, this will be one of the only marketplaces on the internet where you could sell your stuff at full price, and we'll never take a cut, because we take a cut only when we sell Moonstones. So you could, you know, if you sell a video game, if you have like a book, a D&D book you made or something like that, or you have t-shirts you sell, and you sell them for $15, you know, that's the real price. You can sell them here for that in Moonstones, and you will get the full $15. We won't take a cut. And that is going to make a really cool creator economy, because now creators can sell stuff, they can get paid. It's very transparent. There's no like, what's the ratio of this thing to that, and you know, the gemstones and all this crazy stuff. No, these are a penny. They're a digital good. It's transparent how much someone's getting. They're getting 100%. That's it. It makes us make sure that we really take care of creators, because then it becomes a volume thing, right? Like, the way we make money is really if there's a high volume of activity in our economy for the creators and for marketplace. That makes us like literally rely on them to make money, which is a very good symbiotic relationship to be in, right? Because I don't want to just have people here that are doing all this free labor, are burning time, burning bandwidth, and are not making anything, like that. It's not doing good for them. Why would I do that? It's not cool. Also, that kind of problem, that cyclical kind of like making sure people are not succeeding, it's kind of like what's bringing down all the live streaming platforms. Because when you need all these people to just stream, and they're streaming to nobody, they're incurring immense bandwidth costs, and it's just causing tons of problems. That's why, like in Korea, they had to get out of that market, and other places around the world can't support it, and even here they can't support it. We thought a lot about that stuff. Okay, let me look at the questions here for a second. All right. Yeah, I'll have to check. Let me put the overlay up. Boom. All right. Yeah. Take care, Merrick. Good luck. Stormlight stuff and Cosmere. All right. Restream's great, and OBS has just got a plugin. Yeah. It's weird that OBS didn't have an easy way to like multi-stream. I'll have to look into the plugin, because I'm going to try all these different third-party things to see which ones are that I like, how they work, so I know what the community kind of needs. Which is very odd, yeah, that it wasn't so obvious to me. No Skills, hey, what's up? Thanks for being here. Yeah, we're going to be having discounts for Moonstones, so we are incentivizing buying more. Again, we want creators to love being here on Moonbeam and make like a living wage. That's the goal. So the more Moonstones you buy, the bigger the discount you get if you're buying Moonstones. So we're going to do that. So let's take and see what else we want to talk about. Let's see here. Oh, I can show you posts. We got some post stuff here. These are like longer term ways to communicate with your community. They go into Google. They're searchable there. SEO, lead to discoverability, all this stuff. So this, again, is a really cool feature to have in a realm. Just, again, to get discoverability out there and have different ways of communicating. So this is going to be neat. Now, I'm going to show you something cool that I haven't shown yet. What is our front page going to look like? That's what everybody wants to know. All right, I'm going to bring this down. I'm going to do that. All right, I'm excited too. Thanks, big funny giant. I like it. BFG. It reminds like the gun from Doom. I remember that back in the day. The BFG. Okay. I'm looking for something here. Any questions y'all got? Shoot them my way. Let's see here. I'm going to try to find something. Okay. I'm showing some top secret stuff here now. I've not shown this before. Give me a second. So a lot of people have asked, like, all right, how is Moonbeam going to look at the front page for discoverability? Well, we've been working a lot on that. Let's see here. I'm going to do this. Let's see here. I'm just trying to find the right one I want to do. I can't zoom in too much because I got to kind of keep some things a little bit secret for Pat. Okay, here we go. We're good. We're good. We got some stuff here I can do now. All right. 1 second. Let's see. All right, 1 sec here. Let me get my screen share. All right, now I'm going to screen share again here. Boom. Okay, let me make this bigger somewhat. I got to say a little bit out. There's a little bit of stuff in here I can't show too much out. I'll show you at the high level, but what you'll see is kind of right here. There'll be like live streamers going live, right? Doing their thing. You kind of like a carousel, almost there's chat right here. I would love to zoom in more, but there's some stuff on this thing that I just told Pat I wouldn't show, so I can't do it right now. But I'll make an image and we'll kind of get a good quality thing to y'all soon. And then over here, you'd be able to like go to different streamers. Down here are going to be realms. Different realms shows how many people are in them. You could join them, different vibe. Down here is the live streams that are actually going live, right? Boom. And then here's where your realms are that you're a part of. So that gets you to like your realm community and different things like that. This is all work in progress, super secret stuff, mobile stuff. Bam, bam, bam. All right. I'm jumping off right now for first time, boom. All right. That's some stuff. I have to get it. I have to tell Pat to get us some images and stuff so I can share that with you. But there's some sensitive stuff in there that I can't show quite yet. So I promised him I would give just a tease of it. Let's see here. Let me see what kind of questions you guys got going on. Do you need to be in a communities of other areas, or can you stay in your own space and do a thing? Yeah. No, you remember, anybody will be able to make a realm, right? So you could make your own realm and just hang out with your friends. You could do it however you like. So there's no requirement for you to stream into other people's realms. Like you could just have your own realm. Realms will be modular, so they can be public. That means anybody could join. They can be paywalled and like, so you could see them publicly, like discoverability wise, but then you got to like pay a subscription or something to go into them. They could be private, and there might be like a hybrid, right? There's gonna be a lot of different ways to do that. Let's see here. How do we see ourselves growing once we launch? Well, so let's assume when we launch, right? The reality is, I mean, people are hungry for this. Everybody knows, like, whatever. Everyone knows, like, all the live streaming platforms, give or take. Because we are promoting everyone to literally simulcast everywhere. The idea is there's no other platforms that cater to your community when you're offline, right? So the idea is, we believe what will make us the best platform, and especially for growth, is that you'll come on Moonbeam, you'll have a realm, you'll get started, you'll stream, and then you're going to be like, hey, when I'm not streaming, come to Moonbeam and hang out in my realm, right? Again, we're also breaking that paradigm of like thinking individualistically, because other people could stream in your realm. So your friends who are streamers, they could stream in your realm when you're not streaming. And you think about that, like think about the benefit of like when you're not streaming, someone else could be streaming to your audience and it's growing and you're all benefiting. Like you could share that revenue with each other. It's not like a competition. That's the cool thing is like the more we work together, we can compound success, and then alleviate things like always burning out or feeling like you can't go on vacation or you got sick and you really can't stream today. But guess what? Your other friends are streaming in your realm. So your audience like feels that, hey, it's cool. I'm getting some kind of thing here, right? What do you think about simple things like even subscriptions, right? Subscriptions on the old kind of channel construct, people subscribe to an individual or an individual channel. And if that channel's not live, what's their money going to? In a realm, you could subscribe for the same amount of money and now have like this persistent chat experience, this community that's there all the time. Oh, guess what? There's all these other streamers that might be streaming in here. So I'm now getting benefit for that. Like the reality is, you can't subscribe to a million streamers, right? So this false scarcity we set up, you have people that can subscribe to maybe one creator, maybe two, and maybe three. I don't know. But even in that case, like, how does that impact discoverability? Well, I'm not going to want to leave the channels that I'm subscribed to and go search somewhere else. So now I'm never going to discover anybody. But with realms, I might subscribe to one realm, maybe two or three the same way for the same amount of money. But now you have all these streamers that can come into that community and I can discover them and be like, oh, wow, look at all these different people that I've never seen. But, I like cooking and they're all cooking streamers. And now I can like discover them. And when I click on their profile, I see what realms they have. And now I can like build the spider web of network effect, if you will, to kind of grow and discover people. And also for growth, at full launch, I think it's very obvious, right? Like the big streaming platforms, their leadership, they kind of jokingly talk about this. They're like, yeah, when a new streaming platform comes out, people leave. By the way, in the last quarter, Twitch lost like 11% of its market share, and YouTube Live and Kick got the other 5% each, respectively. So people are not happy. But anyway, these leaders are talking about like, yeah, everybody always leaves and then they come back, and ha ha ha, we're the best. And it's like, yo, if you took that same analogy and applied to anything, like, hey, I have a best friend, and every time a new person comes around, I leave my best friend for this person, and then I find out it's not as good, so I come back. Like that's the sign of a red flag. To me, that shows in the community that people, if they're leaving all the time, they're not satisfied. If they're coming back, all it means is like the alternative was probably worse, right? So with Moonbeam, again, because we're not exclusive and because we offer something no other streaming platform offers, which is like a place and a home for your community and a way to collaborate and to split revenue that no other platform does, that is how we're going to simply be able to grow and scale. Simple as that. I want to also kind of talk about another aspect about what is fundamentally different about Moonbeam than other platforms as channels, right? So when you go on another platform and you start your own channel and you stream, a channel has no one else in it. It's just you. Now, you're hoping other people watch you, right? But you don't know. And that's probably why the data is like 0 to 5 people watch 94% of streamers. Like most people are not getting viewers. A realm fundamentally is a community. Therefore, it's like a individual plus someone else. Like there's this like mathematical equation I could draw and say a channel is 1, but a realm fundamentally is 1 plus n, and the n is a variable that is greater than 1. So when you go live, like you have people here right now are going to watch you in your realm. And so that idea to me is much more compelling for a streamer to be having like a home base on Moonbeam, because nothing like that exists anywhere else, right? Like you're hitting live and you're hoping people watch you, but you don't know. But on Moonbeam, you will fundamentally know like they're right here. This is the community. These are my friends. Shared values of curations, shared moderation. You don't have to be afraid. I don't know. I think it's better. Let's go over some questions here. A lot coming in. It's like Yeah, who knows? I'm not good at math. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm a political science kind of guy. I failed math in college 3 times, college algebra in Florida. Florida education for you. But it was funny. Like I finally passed it the 3rd time, and I went to the guidance counselor person. They're like, "Oh, that's an elective in Florida. You should take this other math." And I was so mad. I can't believe it. Anyway, let's see here. No skills. Okay, do we have a Discord after the backer kit ends? So more to follow on that. There's a unofficial Reddit community that was set up for Moonbeam. If people want to make an unofficial Discord server for Moonbeam, I think that'd be really cool. We've been thinking, going back and forth on being very transparent with you about like, hey, maybe I think the way I think of it is like, I would rather our team focus on building Moonbeam very quickly so we can open up the alpha quickly, right? Because the goal is Q4. So we want to kind of just focus on that sprint and then open up Moonbeam so the community lives here. If we open up a Discord, they don't have moderation settings like Pixis does. I wouldn't feel comfortable with, like, we all know there could be some crazy stuff that goes down. Again, that I totally get it, because like if you have a community you want to manage, like imagine being asleep at 3 a.m. and some crazy stuff's going down. It's not good. So, you know, part of it is also that's not really a safe thing for people if it's unmonitored, and to monitor them, it requires a lot of resources, right? This goes back to why we built Moonbeam this way. These big communities require a ton of labor, usually in the form of free moderators. I don't like that. I think that we need a better way. And again, that's why Moonbeam has thought of like even moderators get revenue splits and stuff like that, because we talked earlier in the stream about like the impact on someone's mental health, seeing bad messages and stuff. Like this is real, and people are mostly getting nothing for it. It's just like volunteer work. Well, Moonbeam, you're going to have Pixis. Big communities can exist here. You won't have like night sweats at 3 a.m. thinking of if some stuff's going down in your realm, because Pixis is going to keep it safe. So right now, unofficial communities, we're all for that, right? You can make it on Discord if you want. There's already one on Reddit that someone made. It's r/Moonbeam is the thing there. So let's see here. Yeah, we'll figure out a way to, like, we have our X, Moonbeam's on X, it's on Facebook, it's on Instagram. We're getting there. So we'll have a lot of, yeah. And I'm gonna still like live stream, so you could come here and chat and hang out. Let's see here. Let me see what other questions we got. Exactly. Yeah, why do Discord? You got to roam, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Duval County, Florida. There you go. I grew up in Miami-Dade. I was born, and then I lived most of my life in Broward County. 954 area code. Still got it from my cell phone number. Moonbeam be available on gaming consoles, Xbox, PlayStation. That's the goal. We want to. So we're gonna start. We got a lot of things lined up for post backer kit. One is the backer kit has helped us to go secure the funds we need to be at scale with this vision, right? Costs a lot of money to run a live streaming platform, and backer kit was a way. It was very risky. Like doing a crowdfunding campaign for a tech company is kind of like, it's never done. It's not done because if you don't fund, kiss it goodbye. Well, we did great. We got proof from the community. We saw there's a need. We showed like people do want moderation. They want Pixis. People do want collaboration. And because we've validated all those needs now, it's not like Anthony's opinion. So when we go and raise the funds we need, this is the funds will be used to build it as we have envisioned. And that's what's great. So once we get all of that, we're going to also be talking to partners, right? Like different entities, the different gaming companies and stuff like that, to integrate Moonbeam with everything, because that's the goal. We want Moonbeam to be everywhere, so that way you all can benefit from it. Yeah, so viewers, so I showed it earlier. I couldn't zoom in too much, but our homepage is going to be very, it will have your traditional way of finding people if they're live now. When you go live, you'll put the categories that your content is in and all that stuff, right? There's also a discoverability method through realms. So think of it like, again, nothing is like this yet, but imagine, if you will, the normal live streaming front page kind of experience, kind of integrated with like a Discord discoverability capability that they have for where you can find different servers and stuff. That's the problem with like Discord too, is it's hard to find communities. Like doesn't do that well. It's very like speakeasy vibe. Like you got to know somebody who knows somebody to get you in. On Moonbeam though, the realms will be very discoverable in the same way like streaming live now kind of discoverability is, and streaming live discoverability will be very traditional in some cases, but what you'll also be able to do is kind of like find these streamers through the realms themselves. So it's like a double layer of discoverability. Find them on the front page overall for categories, and then you can find them in realms. You could also like have ways to follow certain creators and streamers, so then you also find them that way. And we want to build like this network web of like when someone does a video, you'll see it in their profile, like as their kind of portfolio on IMDb of sorts, right? But for streaming. And then all those videos will have all their collaborators like attached to it. So now how we're doing the revenue split, all these user profiles are attached to videos, and it'll be like, this person was a producer, or this was a moderator. And so you can see a video you really like and like see who is involved and follow them, discover them that way. If you're a creator, you can be like, oh, these videos are super awesome. Who's the producer? Oh, here it is. And then you can like work with them and, you know, maybe start to grow a team that way too. So discoverability, not only in terms of like the streamer, but the backend people, because they are important and they deserve to be discovered too. Let's see here. When should I expect the Moonbeam cereal in my grocery store? Yeah, we'll have to get the hey Samantha, welcome. Yeah, Moonbeam cereal coming up next. You know, that's what they'll take to the astronauts will take into space and stuff. Digital currency. So for legal purposes and stuff, we will never have digital currency. We will not have crypto. We will not do any of that. That's a whole legal thing. We will have digital goods, which is what moonstones are. And we're going to find out really cool ways to allow, you know, creators and realms to grow. I know like a lot of folks have asked me when I was at Gen Con, a lot of our backers came and said, hey, what about like the, you know, you're the affiliate kind of pipeline, right, to partner and all these things. I think that's cool in a way. Like at first I was like, I struggled with those concepts because the idea that if you're new to our platform, we take more money from you is a very weird thing for me to rationalize. But because Moonbeam, again, treats everybody equally in terms of revenue, you all get 100% on day one. I do enjoy, though, like this pathway, like the gamification of like achievements. And I think I'm a game designer, right? There's something really cool about that. And I kind of play around in my head, say, hey, you know, it'd be really cool to have like achievement pipelines for like not only just streamer, but for like realm owner, because that's a different skill set and a different thing. So you could be like, pick your class, realm owner, streamer, or like producer, and maybe like produce 5 videos and like moderator, and then achievements and like levels for those kind of pipelines, and then seeing how people pursue them. And I think it'd be kind of cool because then it's like, oh snap, look, there's like a really high a level moderator, like, yo, that person's awesome. Or like, oh, look at this super producer. Again, I think a lot about like how in reality, in the physical world, in Hollywood and stuff, like you have famous movie directors and famous producers and famous everything sound, you know, think about like, you know, Hans Zimmer and stuff, like soundtracks are huge. In live streaming though, and in the online video content creation arena, who's the famous producer? It's weird that we can't answer that, you know. Who's making the cool soundtracks? Like it's are the, you know, it's weird, and it should let us think about like why. And I think the reason why is because these platforms don't cater to them. No one gets credit. Okay, I got some questions coming in. Let's go here. Channel points. Oh, okay. Yeah, Moonstone's a penny. Yep. I'll look into that. No skills. We'll see. There's no reason why I have to go looking into it. We're gonna do a lot of fun stuff. See here. Hey Timothy, thanks for joining. Does money come from ads? Subscribers to Moonstone. Yeah. Okay. We will have all of that. There is some really cool stuff that we're going to be able to do with ad revenue that no other platform can do. And it's because of how we're set up. I can't reveal that yet. But it essentially is a way where creators will get like 400 to like 1,000 times more from ad revenue. It'll be revealed in time. It has to do with how we started with Moonstones, okay? And how we use Moonstones for everything. But we got Moonbeam Plus is something I can't talk about that will get kind of at that. And that's like your platform-wide, you don't have any ads, you get a lot of extra features kind of thing you could buy right now. So a lot of platforms have that. But we made ours a little bit different where when you're watching someone stream and an ad pops up and you watch it, when you don't watch it, the creator is not only going to get paid what they would have got paid otherwise, they will get paid more. It'll be a bonus. So they're always going to make more ad revenue when people are literally not watching ads. That's what we're setting it up for. Additionally, if you're a creator and you have Moonbeam Plus, you're going to make 5% extra. The idea is we think it'd be cool if like you could make more money and kind of pay it off. No other platform has that mechanism where you could earn the amount that you're subscribing for back, and it like pays for itself and then some. So we're starting off where Moonbeam Plus will give you a 5% bonus on anything you earn. So if someone gives you 100 Moonstones, you're going to get 105 Moonstones, stuff like that. So that's going to be really neat, I think, to see how that affects realms and creators and stuff like that in this whole ecosystem, because it's very beneficial to everyone involved. Let's see here. And then, yeah, Moonstones, donations, merchandise sales, subscriptions, all that stuff. So again, everything's just simplified into the Moonstone construct there. All right, we're coming up on the hour here. That was super fast. I'm surprised at how quickly it went. Any final questions from any of you? Again, I'm going to show our backer kit page. Let's see here. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to go to... We're at 52,000. Got 647 for the Moonbeam collection. And then right here, we got over 2,000 backers. Hell yeah, for the Moonbeam collection. So we're rocking and rolling. That means that 2,000 people right now will have early access to Moonbeam. So these are going to be the 2,000 people that will shape Moonbeam in the alpha and beta. What better way to kind of like start rolling out? Well, that's a robust community. We're excited to see the different realms. I believe we have over close to like 150 realms that are going to be on Moonbeam initially. And so that's going to be really cool. And then when we launch and we open publicly, this will be for everybody. All right. It'll be just like your other platforms. So I want to thank all of our backers, because our backers are doing something that's incredible. They are helping us by funding us for the alpha and beta so that the rest of the community can benefit from all of these things. So backers out there, thank you so much. Like, you are in it to win it with us. We're going to maintain your trust. We appreciate the support. Like, I do not take it lightly that what you're doing is also at the end of this story, when Moonbeam does launch and it is there and people are flocking to it, it's going to be because of you. Like, it would not have happened otherwise. So thank you. I want to thank you for that. Let's see here. Interesting. I was hearing some other platform is allowing viewers to lock in their yearly subscription price, kind of the opposite. Who keeps checking? It's a way to keep people from leaving. Yeah, we were not gonna have. There's no subscription to view people on Moonbeam, yeah. So but we're always looking at stuff. So I'll look at more what you're kind of alluding to there. Why Moonbeam? Moonbeam is a cool name. It's a spell name from D&D. And think about what Pixis does. It prevents trolls, cyberbullies, hate speech, all that. Moonbeam in D&D is a spell that reveals shapeshifters, the people that are deceitful. And I think Pixis, because it reveals like hate speech and stuff like that, Moonbeam as a platform, we're revealing all the problems, the shapeshifters that are out there causing issues. And so I think it's a very fitting name for that. Let's see here. Yeah, thank you all. No Skills, Timothy, appreciate it. BFG, got it, love it. Let's see. Is it possible to increase your backing after the funding has closed? Yeah. So after the backer kit ends in the next on Friday, there will be like a pledge manager. You'll be able to go in there and before you pay. So it's not going to happen right away. You'll have some time. You'll be able to like, up your level if you wanted to, or get an add-on. I know there's like the Pixis badge, which is really cool, where all the money from the Pixis badge goes directly to the R&D of Pixis. You could add all that stuff on after as well. Yeah, and hey, look, I don't want anyone to feel bad about anything. Yeah, if look, any backing at any level is, in our eyes, we just are so appreciative. So walk away knowing that we're just excited to have you as much as you're excited to be a part of Moonbeam. And, anything, even in the dollar tier, it means a lot to us. Again, those who are really helping us out at the business partner tier, the Moonbeam for Life, or the Realm owner tier, again, that is amazingly awesome support to have, and we appreciate it. But we see the community. We don't want anyone to feel bad, is what I'm getting at. So thank you so much for anything you've been able to back with. So yeah. No, well, hey, that's it. I'm gonna wrap it up, but I'm gonna do another live stream tomorrow. That'll be the last live stream in the evening before we close out the backer kit. So thanks everybody. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. My job is to be proving why Moonbeam is special, and I owe you transparency. My job is irrelevant, Moonbeam's irrelevant if we're not giving that. And the funny thing is, like, we should all come into this skeptical, because the whole point of Moonbeam is like, we've all given other platforms our trust and it hasn't worked out yet, right? To some extent. So I get it. I'm very eyes open about this. Like, it is our job as Moonbeam to convince people and to maintain the trust once they've decided to use Moonbeam. We've all been burned. I've been burned. And so, not on my watch is how I see it. So, all right. Well, hey, y'all take care. I will.